just about foolish things, you like dolls, or I'll tell them, when I was growing up, we used to have these cartoons. These were my cartoons, and these were the ones I like. And then they'll tell you, oh, I don't know that cartoon, the one I like. And I'll be like, no, you don't have those cartoons anymore. You have SpongeBob now. And see, back in my day, we had Captain Planet, and you tell them about those kinds of cartoons, and then you end up starting, a little dialogue with the child, and then you get them to trust you. And eventually you can work in, suppose it's at home, you love to play at home, that sort of thing, and then you can end up getting one or two things out of the child. Signs of emotional abuse include delayed physical or emotional development, speech disorders as well. Sometimes the speech disorder is a natural thing, but there are other times when the speech disorder is kind of like they're talking but you're not really hearing, and they start out. So I've met a child who says she doesn't really talk at home, nobody talks to her, she just goes home, they tell her what to do, and when you're talking to her, she is like, I don't really, because they're not, I guess, accustomed to interacting and conversing with anybody, that when you are trying to talk to them, it would come across as if they have a speech impediment, but they don't have a speech impediment. Right, it's just that they're not accustomed to it, and they don't get to foster their conversational skills. Emotionally abused children have very low self-esteem generally. You will have a few exceptions, but some will have low self-esteem. And sometimes when you see the teenager dressed in a particular way, they're trying to get their attention because they don't have any self-esteem, and people tell them you're ugly, your nose big, your mouth long, something wrong with your hair, why your skin don't look like this one, why your hair don't long like that one, and you see them start dressing a certain way, and the false eyelash, and the false hair, and the false everything, from 12, 13 going up, or you even see some 11-year-olds. I've seen an 11-year-old, I had to say to the judge, Your Honor, it's a child, because the way she was dressed, the way she looked, and she's quite big-bodied, so everybody assumed that she was a woman, and they were referring to her as Miss. And even though she looked it, she was very timid, like, she's talking to that sort of a thing. So you don't really know what contributes to them dressing the way they do sometimes, or the behavior is, the child's reaction to what is told to him or her. Antisocial or destructive behavior, some might have those kinds of behaviors. They don't want to talk to anybody because they feel they're generally worthless. They stay one side. You're having something at school, you invite them and you say you're not going to participate. No, miss, I'm not going to participate. Or no, miss, they don't even say I'm not going to. They just say no, miss. You ask them, okay, come and help me to do this. No, miss, because they feel, especially if the parent or whoever it is, it may not necessarily be a parent, it could be a family member. Especially if the parent tells them, you're so clumsy, you drop everything, you mash up everything, stay one side, don't come in or whatever. When you, the teacher, now probably asking the child to assist you, because they have it in their mind that they are clumsy, you asking them to assist you makes them want to go to one side because they don't want to drop anything for you to tell them that they are clumsy. I met a child who, his parents keep telling him that you're so bad, you give trouble. That when I'm asking him, why are you in this, why were you brought to the home? Because me bad. I'm like, why are you bad? Because me must speak ahead. I said, who tell you that? Mommy said me bad because me must speak ahead. So that in his mind, he's bad. And he says he gets beaten because he's bad and he always must speak ahead. So his parents or some of us as adults don't recognize that when we say certain things to the children, it takes to the point where they grow up thinking that they're bad. And there isn't anything else that they can do. There can't be any other way because if mom tell them that this is how they are, or if grandma tell them this is how they are, then that's how it is. And I always tell people, sometimes parents don't realize how much children rely on what you say and how much it affects them. Because I remember when I was doing common entrance, and I was the last common entrance child, because I think the year after they started GCAT. And I remember my grandmother saying to me, nobody in our family ever failed common entrance, you know. And my mommy wasn't saying that, but my grandmother told me that nobody in our family. So I took it upon myself, and I remember when I was studying for common entrance, I was crying because I felt like, okay, if I fail, my family going to laugh at me because my family said nobody in our family ever failed common entrance on the first try. So I tell people that if I remember that, and I think up to a certain point it affected me, because every time I was doing exams I would always get very nervous. And it was one day my mommy sat down with me and she's like, why do you always pressure yourself like that? I've never pressured you and all of that. And when I tell her what my grandma said to me, and my grandma was there and she was like, she didn't even know that it affected me up to that point. And it was after that when my grandma would say, whatever you do is good enough in second form, that I became a little bit more relaxed when I was doing exams every semester or every term. As it then was in high school. So you have to be careful what you say to the children. And even children too have to be careful what you say to other children. Because I used to be affected as a child by what other children used to tell me. People used to call me a nerd, and my brother, because people used to call his sister a nerd, my brother threw away every glasses that he got because he never wanted to wear glasses because he doesn't want anybody to call him a nerd. So children too have to be careful what you say to other children. Depression and or suicidal thoughts or attempts. If you hear a child saying they just want to kill themselves and get out of this world, that's usually a light bulb. Delinquent behavior, especially in adolescents, they're not going to school, they're staying away from school, they're staying away from home, they're running away, and just general acts of truancy. Signs of emotional abuse, neglect. Neglect is any serious disregard for a child's supervision, care, or discipline, and it includes the failure of a caregiver to provide for a child's basic needs, abandonment, and exposing a child to danger. These children that you see on the road selling things, no, that's a case where people will call, just the regular person passing on the road will call OCR to say, at the corner of 36 and a half, and there's a corner here, but you know, Linkhurst Road, there's a child, they're always selling sweeties. Every time I pass, he's in a hat or something like that, and then call OCR will then send out somebody from CJ to go on to the investigation, and that's how they get a lot of these children into some children's home or foster care facilities and try to find a parent, because usually when you see a child out there that's abandoned, you have to look for a parent, because the parent can be charged with neglect under Section 9 of the Child Care Protection Act, because it's considered cruelty to a child. Generally, too, if you see the child out late in the night, or especially in the daytime, if it's a little child and the child should be in school, that's a reason why you can call and make a report. And the thing is, you don't even have to be sure. You just have to have a suspicion that something is wrong. And another one. These are general signs: unattended medical needs. Most of the homes I've visited, they'll tell us that some of the children, when they first came into them off the street, they had fungus in the head. That's usually one of the first signs, because there's nobody there to ensure that they're bathing themselves, they're washing their hair. So, and if it's left untreated, it gets really, really bad. So you'll know that that's a medical need that's not being attended to. Consistent lack of supervision, child is always alone at home, bringing in, maybe the child is 10 or 11. When you pass in, you see a whole lot of male individuals over there, and they're not in her age group, or if it's a young child and you have a big woman, because it does happen to males as well. You constantly see older females there and that sort of thing. You know that a parent is not supervising the child. The child comes to you always hungry. They're not dressed properly sometimes, like the clothes torn, the shoes look a certain way, and they smell a certain way. Sometimes teachers, instead of immediately reporting it, which is fine, they'll call to find the parent to see what is going on here, because I have a child come here. And sometimes the parent will tell you, but they don't leave out the house looking like that in the mornings. And you know, you have to ask yourself, okay, what's going on between the home and the school? So the teachers sometimes can use their discretion in terms of, okay, is this something we can deal with on our own, or is it something that merits a report being made to OCR? Poor hygiene, listless appearance, they look pale. Depending on your complexion, you can determine if they, always look very pale, because it can suggest to you they're probably not being nourished properly, that sort of thing. Frequent absence from school, they're always begging. They come to school, they're not saying they don't have any lunch money, they don't have anything to you, but you always notice they're begging a piece of patty, they're begging something, and they never have anything for themselves. Chances are they have been sent to school without any lunch money, and you can then say, okay, maybe I need to suggest the PASS program, or it is that this child is just generally neglected. Stealing is another one. Oh, sorry, typo, that's 1SW. Sexual abuse is engaging or enticing a child to engage in any form of sexual activity with or without the child's knowledge or approval. It includes bonding of the genital area, oral sex, vaginal or anal penetration by a finger, penis, or other objects. You would appreciate now that with the passage of the Sexual Offences Act, which came into effect last year, they created a wider range of sexual offences. So now, before people just knew about carnal abuse, rape, and indecent assault. Now you have sexual interference, sexual grooming, where you don't actually do anything to the child, but you're grooming the child to do it. So there are so many sexual offenses that are created, and you can even charge the proprietor or the owner of a house who sits there, does nothing, but know that is a 11-year-old child coming to see her son, or coming to see her 21-year-old son or something, and the child comes in school uniform and you sit by and don't do anything. They charge you with not just harboring, but encouraging the sexual grooming. So there are a lot of offenses that are created. So you would appreciate that this category is not exhaustive based on what I have here. There are more in the legislation. And the other object was created by the Sexual Offences Act, and that's important because sometimes they won't actually use their penis. They'll use, I've heard of a case where the man used a cucumber, and I think he was just really, really sick. So you have to look out for a lot of things. Exhibitionism, the display of private parts, allowing children to look at or be a part of the production of pornographic material, and the sexually suggestive behaviors toward a child, also classified sexual abuse. Some persons, they won't touch them because they know they're under